And you're too big to go up.
Hi, everybody. It's PoliTarology. Welcome. Hi. Gerald, take it away.
Welcome to PoliTarology with your amazing host, Colleen, the cool crone. Y'all have already subscribed, right? Because she's the cool crone. We have Shari, Voices from the Swamp. We have Overachiever, Dragonfly Crystals, or Next Level Channeling. Not forgetting Colleen, no, Cleo, the Seer. I'm Cleo, the Seer. I'm the guy who doesn't know what he's talking about. Tarotstache. Thanks for joining PoliTarology.
Oh, you're great. You're great. I forgive you all your misfortunes there. You know, you do a much better job than I do introducing all of that stuff. That's fantastic. Well, hi everybody. Happy Friday. It's been a little bit of a hectic Friday for me, but I'm going to let everybody go around robin and just let all of you know what they're doing on their channels. So, let's start with Cleo.
Oh, brother. Okay.
Wait a minute. How many subscribers?
Okay. So I'm doing this today. On Monday, I'm doing caffeinated and unfiltered. And then on Friday, I'm doing another PoliTarology with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the month, on the 30th, I'm doing another Golden Girls. We just did a Golden Girls yesterday, and we did some politics, and I will be re-explaining what we tried to do yesterday.
Okay.
And that's Cleo the Seer, who is only at 233 subscribers. We need
Gotta get her
17 more, everybody. 17 more.
Before you know it, she's going to be up at 1,000, and we're going to give her a party on someone else's channel.
There we go.
Oh God! Well, Val, what's going on for you?
Same actually. Yeah, I'll be on with Cleo and the gang doing all the different shows. So, other than that, I think I have a show scheduled to be on Gerald's channel, Tarotstache. And for some reason, I don't have my calendar in front of me, so I can't remember the date. But he's going to look that up for me.
The one with just the two of us?
Yes.
That's on the 19th of December. So everybody, mark your calendars. December 19th, 2 p.m. Eastern, because you do not.
Baby, have a good night.
Yes, it is going to be fun. And I'd love to see all of you there.
Okay. Sounds great. Shari, how are you? What's going on in your channel?
I'm so glad it's Friday. I spent most of my day trying to find a new auto insurance company because of the amount of wrecks that my family has had in the past year. My current insurer, their underwriters came back and said, no, we're not going to cover you anymore.
Oh my gosh.
I've only been with you for 10 years, and just drop you like a hot potato. So I think I found the best deal I can find. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that done. And I don't know. I got shit happening. I couldn't tell you what day it is. I'm in the middle of planning 3 separate parties for people. Mel's 20K subscriber party.
Aww.
Somebody's birthday party, and I don't remember who it is. And a party for Heather's second channelversary.
Oh, that's great.
I don't know. They're all whirling in my brain together. I'm like, I'm not even going to look at the calendar.
All right.
Well,
Heather's show schedule. So just stay tuned. It'll be on my community page.
Heather's thing comes up on Sunday, right?
December 10th on
Sunday.
Sunday, 30
Right.
Central. You all mark your calendars. That's
I've got
Mel's
one
big
here
party.
November 19th.
And he's giving away
Heather's
lots of
is
gifts.
Sunday. Heather's is Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
On the
Heather's
19th.
is Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Lily confirmed that it's Heather's is on Sunday.
Yes,
It is
hold
on-
on. I gotta go beat the puppy. Just a second here.
No, you need
She's got what? She's beating,
She's not beating the puppy.
she
Oh,
needs
it's
a
Juno's
sign.
birthday party this Sunday. That's what it is.
It's who?
Okay.
Heather.
Juno.
Oh, okay.
Juno's
nobody-
here, Juno.
Oh, Junosphere. Oh, okay.
Next Sunday. Sorry, guys. Next Sunday.
Oh, I forgot. Really important. I'm sorry to interrupt. Big thing. I have Junosphere and I have Sherry trancing with Spirit, and I also have Starfish Jenny on to do free Akashic Record readings on the 19th at 4 Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you.
What day?
It's big.
What
Too
day?
bad. 19th, Sunday the 19th.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Just
Great.
checking.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind
I
I'm
Now
standing
that I'm looking at the calendar, it's like, okay, I
I
want to make sure I got everything right.
got things. I got it staggered so it works.
Wait.
Heather's-
If I count to 5, everybody talk at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Heather's channelversary is this Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern,
Great.
5 Pacific. So
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what I
Sherry,
got.
take a breath, and I won't ask you
Yeah.
to do a party for the anniversary that I have coming up. So I'll tell you guys about that after Gerald tells us all about his channel.
I'm Tarotstache. Like and subscribe to my channel. You can find all of the stuff that I'm doing, and I do a variety of shows. I also do private readings. Hit me up.
That's it?
forgive me, I'm eating.
I mean, I can go through my list. I have light language on Sunday. I have
You don't have that
reticular
much
activating
time.
system on Monday.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Caffeinated.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not doing anything. I am probably the slowest guy around.
Oh my. If any of you don't know by now, Gerald does about 17 shows a day, about 5 days a week. So
It was only 16 this week on average. Okay.
oh my
Who's
gosh.
slacking this week?
Oh my gosh,
I-
yeah, really. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So for me, I do have a lot of stuff going on. I've been scheduling things like mad, and I'll just bring up my calendar. That's the way I'll do it. There you go. That's so bright of you, Colleen. Okay. So I have next week I have Susan Lynn and Kevin Chandler on the day after Thanksgiving for a day after Turkey Day PoliTarology. And then the next week it's going to be Linda and Mel on my channel. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Aren't I doing Susan with you?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah. And Linda and Mel if you're free.
Okay, doke.
Okay. And then in December, I got a whole bunch of wonderful people coming to visit me for PoliTarology. All the Fridays are booked up. It's just everybody that you absolutely love is going to be on my channel at some point in December. My Christmas present to you. You're welcome.
Multiple times.
And then at the end of the month, we're going to have 2 different New Year's presentations. One is going to be us, I think, well, most of us probably, and some other guest people on the 29th. That's the last Friday of the year. So we want to make that a really big PoliTarology and have lots of fun. I don't know how much reading will get done, but we will have fun. I guarantee you that. And then
Adult beverages will be present.
yeah. And then in January on New Year's Day, that is the day Mercury goes direct, and we're going to have a PoliTarology day that day. so that's fun too. And starting in 2024, PoliTarology, this group that you see on screen now is going to be on every first and third Friday, guaranteed. They're always going to be here with me. And then in between, it'll either be a combo of all of these people or other people or, whatever. It's just going to be a rat race. I mean, really a lot of fun. So it's really going to be fun. And I'm planning some other nice things for 2024 too, which I won't bore you with right now because we're already 10 minutes in and we haven't done anything political. So.
And I have.
I don't know. I think trying to just list all of our shows could turn into something political real quick.
I have posted all of our channels on the Cool Crones chat.
Thank you.
It's also in my description box.
Excellent.
Great. Excellent. And I just want to also plug for everybody. I do private readings. You can go to my website, thecoolcrone.com, to get a private reading there. Gerald does private readings. Sherry, I believe you do private readings.
Yes, ma'am. I sure do.
Do they email you? Is that how they get in touch with you? Or do you have a website?
Email me, sherry.hinkle@gmail.com, and put readings in the subject line.
Yep.
And we'll take it from there.
And Val also has a website. And I must say, I took the class with Val and Gerald last weekend, and it was stupendous. It was really, really great. It was a fantastic class. And I plan on taking another one with them in December. So, I'm pretty cool. So if you guys want to be cool, you should just sign up for the goddamn class. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
What's the class?
But, yeah.
I just wanted to mention, Colleen, that Foxy Roxy over here said that she's subscribed to all of us.
Yay! Yay, Foxy!
Yay!
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That deserves a fan thwarp.
Yes, it
There
does.
you go.
Go, Queen. You go.
Yes, it does.
Boom.
Okay, so here we are. We got subscribers, we got questions. I think we got questions, and we all have stuff going on. So first thing, and I think we've got little things going on with the transmission. I think that the first person who deserves a reading is Mr. Purple Jacket himself, George Santos. Did you see that purple jacket? Are we all freezing?
Just
I
you.
didn't see the purple jacket.
I missed the purple jacket.
Oh boy, it's going to be one of those shows.
There we go. You're back.
Would it help if I did this?
Oh,
Oh my God, she's actually. See, this is what she gets for mentioning the purple jacket.
oh,
Who had the purple jacket and why?
Santos.
Fatima
okay.
is.
He's a house under
Oh, Fatima
construction.
is subscribed to all of us too. Yay, Fatima!
He's a house under construction.
Yes, his jacket was, somebody mentioned it was a little snug. It definitely was a little snug.
He
And I
seems to
just
be-
wanted to mention that yesterday we did a reading about him, and I was having a hard time. I said that my spirit guides were going, yay, nay. I mean, it was just this cluster mess of, I couldn't figure out what was going on. And so I just thought, and I even tried a pendulum, and the pendulum just started going around in circles. It was just all goofy. So then this thing comes out this morning about, they're going to finally kick him out of there for the stuff that he's done, the Botox, spending all his money in the wrong places.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, why didn't they do, when was it, 2 weeks ago that Santos was, they had an opportunity to do it then, but they didn't, and then they do it now. And now they're also starting to talk about possible criminal charges against him. And, I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. I mean, but it is just a mess. They are going to get rid of him. I know. He said that he's not going to run again. I'm thinking, okay, good, because nobody expected you to. He's just part of the circle. I just felt like they were using him as a deterrent from the actual work that should be going on. So let's talk about this guy who's getting the Botox and using the money for the wrong things.
So true.
And I love it.
I think
Santos
you nailed it.
effect
You
on
nailed what was going on.
I
Absolutely.
just drew some beautiful cards on him.
Yeah, Santos has left that effect on everyone. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because I would just like, what is it? What's going on? And then when I saw the headlines this morning, I'm like, oh, okay, that explains it. Again, I mean, this should not been this should have been taken care of several weeks ago, but it wasn't.
It really
Now,
should have been a
I'm
slam
going to
dunk.
read you my cards
Yeah.
that I pulled.
All right, go ahead, Sherry.
He's getting it's karma for all the times he's killed his mother off and has claimed that she died. Mama's coming back to bite him in the butt. Meanwhile, he's worried about being able to buy new dancing shoes as he tries to dance all around everybody and pretend like everything's okay, when really it's just a big dumpster mess.
Yeah, it is.
And that's basically where he's going to end up, in the dumpster. So, and if they ship him back to whatever country it is he's from, that could literally be where he ends up, is in a dumpster, allegedly. YouTube. I don't promote violence.
Yeah. Val, did you have something?
Oh, I did the house of construct. He's under construction.
Okay.
That was my card. But I love what Cleo said is just what I want to say. So I'm good with that. I agree 100%.
I have the Seven of Swords. So I want to add the Seven of Swords reversed is definitely he's lying. There's truth has not come out of his mouth in a very long time.
Like
Like
ever.
someone else we know.
Well, I don't know that for sure, but the cards have said, the cards have spoken. So, but I actually think it's going to be fairly swift, whatever happens. It's the Knight of Swords.
Ooh.
So
It does sound like it's going to be pretty quick here.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Brazil, come fetch your child now, please. Rose Blue. She's always got the good ones.
And Colleen has said she's rebooting and she'll be on shortly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Rose Blue, Brazil, come fetch your child now, please.
She had the funniest little quibs.
I like what Randy Gardner put. I am happy to see everyone laughing at the powers that were.
Yeah. The powers
There you
that
go.
were.
I never did understand that thing about him carrying a baby around. That was scary to have it.
That is scary.
Okay, but my
Was it
question
a real
is
baby?
related to that baby. Have they started a GoFundMe for that child's meetings with the psychologist after seeing pictures of him with Santos?
I don't have
I mean, that's going to be a lot of therapy for that poor child.
Talk about.
I'm worried about where did the baby come from? What is it doing in his arms? And when he's at work, wasn't he at the Capitol or somewhere in the house doing work? Supposedly,
That's a question mark.
yeah.
My goodness.
Perfect.
That's definitely a question mark, I have to say.
Yeah. So, since I have all sorts of control here, I'm looking at here. How about this? I could totally put that on a loop.
It's
Sorry. Okay, and I know my soul feels it, Randy said, and Rose Blue said, Reiki, healing, holy waters, sage, and all the saints.
Will do him no good.
There you go.
No good.
Well, we do have a question from Rose Blue. Santos expulsion filed today. Will that vote succeed next week for justice? I mean, we've already touched base a bit.
I feel like it's a yes.
I do too.
I'm going to do a full-blown reading on that one. So, but
I can get Fight Club. They're knocking them out though.
Yeah, I got a yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a pretty big yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you all aren't talking enough. I'm still pulling out cards because I do
Well,
it's something different.
get your
you know?
butt in gear, dude.
Well, I think he is there. This is a point where they are really sitting there with egg on their face if they don't do something. They want to appear like they're legitimate legislators. They have to act when somebody has been convicted of fraud, and this is just too big to let lie.
Well, the problem is they didn't, not that they supported him at all. They wanted that vote. They needed that vote.
You're right. Everything you said was accurate about why they let it go for so long. And, they would have let it continue, but they must have gotten pressure.
When it came out blatantly obvious that he had broken the law in dozens and dozens of ways.
Really very big ways.
Okay, so I got a more yes than no with the 6 of Wands. So it will be successful, but it's not going to be full force, all sorts of fireworks. It's just going to chug through. And trust me, there's going to be a lot of backstabbing, and there's going to be people holding on to things as the ship sinks.
I could see that happening.
Yep. I actually think hi Arlene. I do think that part of what will bring them down are the younger women and the wise older man. I'd be very curious about the vote, but poor guy, he's gonna feel so sad. He's gonna be kicked out. Aww, sad, not sad for him. Oh, sorry.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
The evil grip.
I almost believed you, Cleo. It was brilliant. And by the way, so thank you, Rose Blue. And Rose Blue also said the Reiki healing, holy water, and sage, and all the saints was for the baby.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's
probably saging. Yeah, they're saging the baby as we speak.
Yeah.
So
she's Rose Blue has tiny violin playing for Santos, the smallest violin in the world.
Randy, yes, we are. When Colleen returns, the cool crone, we will be looking at the New York Times political headlines and the reading on those. If you do have a question, and all of the best chatters who are watching, if you have a question for us and you'd like us to read on it, please type it all in capital letters so that we can see it. So we would like that.
Very much so.
Yeah. And Beth is like, I'm not sure he has emotions. Well, he may, and they're in a small box back in the corner, in the cellar. So.
Oh, now it sounds like Eleanor Rigby.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, there you go. Don't be singing. Don't be singing.
No, throw me off if I sing.
I'm back.
Yay!
I don't know. I'm not happy about my internet right now. It should be flawless, and it's not. I changed something on my phone, so I think my phone is giving me internet access. I'm not sure. I just hope nobody calls me while this is happening. But anyway,
It'll go to voicemail.
Yeah.
We were able to handle it. We answered this question. The short version, the short answer from Santos expulsion filed today. Will that vote be successful next week for justice? Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, certainly.
So,
yeah. Okay, great. So let me see if I can pull up that New York Times again.
That's what we're waiting for.
I know, right?
Well, I tried to do my best to fill in for you.
Oh, I'm sure you did great.
We ran the promo.
I want to put that on.
What's that?
I said he even
Gerald
reran the
kept
promo.
going.
I
Okay.
kept it going.
I'm looking here as it comes up, and just above the U.S. politics for the New York Times, Trump had to attend his sister's funeral,
Oh yeah.
but he didn't speak. He didn't get up and say she was a great gal or anything.
Well, she
I'm
was a
surprised he went, actually. I mean,
Right?
I really am. I didn't think he'd go, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
I figured if he went, he would use it as a political ploy and
Yeah,
make a lot of hay
exactly.
about it. But
Well,
not
Exactly.
he.
this was an older sister, so
Yeah,
she
it was the judge.
she may have had a little more sway over him than
Did because she's the one who did his homework. She was a judge. She did his homework when he was in college because he couldn't, or university, he couldn't do it himself. And he owes her a lot of gratitude. For the things she did for him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Colleen, from Randy.
Oh, thank you, Randy.
Yeah, that's what I had heard, Aspasia. They had fell out, he and his sister.
Yeah.
Because she actually gave Mary Trump the information needed to pursue her
Not on
lawsuit.
purpose, though.
She didn't do it on purpose, but she didn't realize that Mary and them were clueless that Trump had ripped them off of all of their father's inheritance shares. So
Correct.
and
Wow.
Yes. It was all yeah.
Oh, well, this is interesting. In the time that I was gone, the headline switched. Rosalind Carter's going into hospice is now above the thing for Mike Johnson. So that's interesting. I wonder why that changed. But anyway, all right.
probably because she's 150 years old. I mean,
Oh, God bless her.
she and Jimmy both.
She's 96. Yeah.
He's 99.
Oh, wow. He shares my birthday.
Aw.
We have the same birthday. All right. So weeks before the election, as Speaker Johnson lamented dark and depraved culture. This guy, I don't even know what to read on about him. I mean, clearly he's there for a minute, It's just not going to
He's
last.
there for a New York minute. It's a quick minute.
It's a quick minute. It
We're
definitely
talking about the speaker, right?
Yeah, I mean, not only is every tarot card reader I've heard saying that, but people on the news are saying it.
Yeah, they are. Well, he did pass he did get something for the budget to go through until January. So he did something, but I don't know if it was any good, and I don't know if it included Ukraine and Israel. But he did something so the country won't shut down in the next few days.
And for that alone, the ultra right are really pissed off at him.
Yeah, they are. They're really pissed off at him.
I want to draw something back to Rosalind, and because Deb Marsh brought up a good point, they're going to go out holding hands.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean, they're sweet. So
They're both at home in hospice care.
Yeah.
They've been together from the beginning. I mean, throughout all this. Yeah.
Yeah, because weren't they like childhood sweethearts too?
Yeah.
Jimmy,
Not childhood, but they met at a dance or something, or was that Barbara Bush? And
actually,
George Bush?
I think that he met her when she was like a couple of hours old. Her mom was the midwife.
Oh, that's the story. I have his biography, and I had forgotten that. Yes.
Oh,
Anyhow, it's fascinating.
Yes. Oh my God, they've been together forever. Isn't that sweet?
it's
And
very sweet. Yeah,
They're like divine compliments.
They are. They really are.
They
And they
really
never
are. Yeah, that's so cool. So I guess he was just waiting for her, and so now she's ready to go out with him. They'll
I've
probably
been saying that for a year now. When they go, they're going to go, if not within minutes of each other, within days of each other.
Yeah.
They're going to go.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It is sweet. Oh my
Very
God.
sweet. And what an amazing life they've had.
Yeah, they really have. They really have.
All right. Well, before I get too verklempt, let's move on to Speaker Johnson.
I lifted the energy there for a second. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
It
thanks.
won't happen again.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. One fan whip and I'll be over it.
Well,
Okay.
I threw the cards already on him, and I just got, he's going to be shown the world, which is the end, the sunken ship. After they take a real good look at him, he's out the door. It's not going to be for very long.
Well, and it's a good thing too, because he only has 2 of those suits and he just keeps switching back and forth on them. So he can't make it 6 months because he doesn't have anything to wear.
But how many bow ties?
Well, you notice in the picture, I see a picture of him here from the New York Times. He's actually wearing a long time. So he doesn't have very many bow ties either.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should start sending him bow ties.
Oh, God.
Tie himself up. So what should we read on about him? I mean, it's kind of boring because we kind of know what's going to happen with him. There's not like a big mystery about what's going to happen, you know? Okay. So he's shooting himself in the foot. So let's try something else. Okay. Let's see. Elon Musk. Let's read about him. Now, is he truly the richest man in the world now? Oh, somebody called him that on the news.
I think Bezos is still richer than him.
Yeah, right? I was really surprised when they said that, and I thought, really? Is he? But if the White House is condemning him for spreading anti-Semitism and racist ideas, then that I think that's kind of a breakthrough for them. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Yeah, Lily agrees. That is Lily. So how long do we think Elon Musk can hang on to his so-called X social media? I mean, how long? Because he's lost a boatload of money on it. And I know he's supposed to be oodles rich, but still, at some point, the money is finite, and isn't there a board of directors or no?
There was at one time.
Yeah. So, I mean, the board of directors have to be saying, what are you doing, man? So let's see. How long is he going to hang on to this thing? And Kitty, if you scratch me again for just trying to put my cards on the table, I swear to God. The kitty has taken over the table. So.
Oh, we have this from Beth, Esposa Rising. Richest. Musk is worth 219 billion and Bezos is worth 177 billion.
Now, do you think that Musk is like Trump, like he inflates his worth?
Oh, without
a doubt it.
He's got to because X is like 40B in the hole.
Yeah.
He's lost so much on it. So
I think on paper he might look that, but it's not true.
No, I don't think it's true.
I don't think it's true.
But let's see. And so when we find out how long he hangs on to X, that'll kind of give the lie to the truth, right? Really?
Yep.
Well, and isn't he trying to start charging people for using X?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not on it anymore. So
it was something that he was going to implement. Definitely. That's what the insiders said. I'm not on it, so I don't know if they.
Yeah, I'm not either. And nor was I ever on the other one.
Twitter.
Well, I started out with the 10 of Wands. He's looking at a lot of burden that he's trying to deal with. Followed by the Hierophant. He's coming up against a lot of traditions. There's a lot of people that's really ticked off at him for what he did to Twitter.
Yeah.
And how he basically destroyed it. I mean, we've watched it in real time. Yeah. Ending with the world. You done, dude. It's over. Done with gone.
I got the circus. It's just a big circus. He doesn't have the key anymore because somebody came in. It's going to lasso it from him. And here's his broken heart.
Good. I don't.
Boom.
I
always get this. He always shows up. And it means somebody else has the key to it. I mean, he's not going to own it anymore after a certain amount of time, or he's going to lose it. It's going to go bankrupt, whatever. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gerald, what'd you get?
It's going to be very soon. Because my indicator card was in the yes position with the Lovers. So there's the Lovers is a 6. So he may be out officially by June. That's not soon enough because there's nothing left to save. However, Musk is completely isolated and unaware of what impact he's having. I have the 5 of Cups with the Emperor, totally missing the whole point, not seeing the forest for the trees. And then I have the King of Swords with the 4 of Cups. It's just like not seeing what is going on, not seeing the what's upcoming.
Don't you think he's almost a little bit autistic? I mean, like,
yeah, I think he is. I think he definitely is. He's on
that Asperger's, thing where he's really smart, really brilliant, but he doesn't have that social connection like empathy you have where
and he doesn't pick up social cues.
He doesn't pick up social
He's
cues.
not picking up the cue that this is really effed up.
I mean, all you have to do is look at his ex-wives' faces, and they have been through the ringer with how he conducts his life in his social connections, because I don't think he knows how.
No. Cleo, did you go?
I'm still thinking about him. He's just, he can't sell X and he can't sell Twitter because he'll lose an awful lot of money if he tries to do that. On the other hand, I've always wondered why he ever said that he would buy it for that massive amount of money. I can't remember how much it was now, but I mean, it was just a ridiculous amount of money. And he keeps trying to do things to get people back interested in it. But I'm thinking, who's going to be interested in it if you're going to start charging when there's all these other social media things that don't charge? So, yeah, I don't know. He's
his grandiose, inflated feeling of thinking that he can foretell or figure out everything got him into trouble this time, and that's what happened.
I think he does have some influence there. If we go back to the early Ukraine war with Russia, Musk is the one that shot up some satellites so that the people in Ukraine and Russia could connect to the internet basically and find out what's going on. That made a big difference. That really pissed off Putin. And
but then he turned around and he did the opposite with the satellites.
He turned them off.
And then he didn't let Ukraine have that ability anymore. So he was in Putin's side of the park doing that.
He tried to get the U.S. government to help with the cost of this thing, and apparently that didn't work out. And so I don't know that he was actually working with Russia on this at all, but I could see where he was like, fine. I mean, I just spent these millions and millions of dollars to try to help out in this, and you won't help me. So yeah, I'm going to turn it off.
Well, when you look at who invested in Twitter before it became X, you're going to make a different conclusion about connections with Russia or Saudi Arabia or fill in the blanks. There's really a lot going on with that, and they wanted the influence. They went ahead and invested for this to probably be in decline. They probably planned it. It might be planned obsolescence.
Part of the reason why they wanted him to get it and he wanted to get it was because Trump and so many of his crazy right-wingers were banned from Twitter because they just constantly were spewing crap or threatening people. And they, the original Twitter would ban them. And he wanted to give them be able to go back on and do their thing. That's why he eliminated the verification for channels, where before you could go through a process and you could verify that whatever Twitter handle you had, that you were who you said you were, and you would get that little blue check next to your name. So if people pulled up Colleen the Cool Crone, well, they knew that they actually had Colleen's channel and not somebody else pretending to be her. So
what do you have, Colleen?
So the cards that I got were very, similar to the cards that everybody else got. But my pendulum, as soon as I picked it up, I was thinking, I was asking, is something going to happen? Is he going to have to step away from X before the end of the year, and it's just swinging. Yes, 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 yes. And I said, is it going to be the board of directors that takes him out? Yes, 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 yes. So I think the board of, I don't think he is going to quit or sell or anything like that. I think the board of directors is going to take some kind of action to eliminate him. And if you've ever watched the show Succession, you'll know that it has nothing to do with hiring or firing. It's all this kind of maneuvering. And I think that's the kind of action that they're going to take on him, because he doesn't pick up on clues and he doesn't really know what's going on with this stuff. So I think that another more controlling governing board, or maybe the people from that SA country, or the people from that R country, or the people from some other country, maybe they're the board, maybe they're the ones who are going to take care of this, because I don't think he's doing now what they wanted him to do originally.
Well, right. I think if what you say is it does happen, I think he will be semi-relieved. I think he is.
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants somebody else to take over this thing, and but on the other hand, he doesn't want to lose it all, so he's still kind of hanging on because he put so much money into it. On the other hand, he wouldn't mind at all if somebody else took it over, as long as they took it over with the thought of what he wants for it.
But that makes perfect sense with my card, Colleen's telling of this what's going to happen. They take the key away from him, they lasso him, put him over here, and that's what they're doing. They take the key away and they
there you go.
The key right there in the Page of Cups.
Yep. So
and now it makes sense.
So they're going to put baby in the corner. Oops.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good. I'm glad we got down to that one, because he's annoying. I just get annoyed hearing about him all the time in the news. Annoying. I don't want to see him. I don't want to hear from him. He just annoys me to death. I just don't want to know about it.
Well, as rough as things are for everybody, I just get damn tired of hearing these ultra rich people bitch, whine, and complain about how tough their life is. It's like, give me a damn break. You're not the one that's worried about, can I pay the power bill this month? Can I feed my kids this month?
Yeah.
If my car breaks down, how am I going to get it fixed so I can get to work, so I can pay a mechanic to charge me an astronomical amount of money to fix the car? They're so far removed from reality that.
Yeah. And that's just mainly in our country and other countries like ours. But think of the countries that are at war, like Ukraine. Yes. My God. He is just a mean puppeteer. Really? You should not be in control of things like that.
Yeah. No. There's a lot of good comments by the best chatters that you're making. So we're seeing them scroll up. So just in case, just because we don't put them up, we see them.
Yes, very interesting over on the chatting side.
I like Randy Gardner says maybe Elon needs a handler.
Yeah, I saw that.
Melania will soon be shopping around for
a new gig,
a new sugar daddy. Yeah,
Yeah, she'd take that on, I'm sure. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. Israel, the White House, yada yada yada. Oh, what about those guys fighting in the Senate? What about those guys? The guy who was going to get up.
The Oklahoma dude, yeah.
The kidney jab in the hallway in the back,
Oh, those guys.
On the Senate floor.
Yeah, first it was in the committee hearing, and Bernie Sanders, of all people, had to break it up.
Yeah,
from literally climbing over their desk and duking it out.
Oh, that was a different thing. I never even heard about that.
Thing. And then a couple of hours later, what's his name got elbowed in the kidneys.
Oh,
in the hallway while he's doing an interview with a reporter. It was like,
the whole thing was pretty embarrassing.
Like elementary school.
Pretty much.
Bernie Sanders at one point, like, you're a U.S. senator. Act like one.
Hang on, too many people are talking at once.
Are
What'd you say, Cleo?
In the Senate? Republicans in the Senate that are having these problems?
Mm-hmm.
Why does that
Yeah.
not surprise me?
Not at all. Not at all.
Mhm.
But I am seeing with, I heard something interesting on the news this morning, and it's probably from yesterday because I get all my news over YouTube, that people are suspecting that Joe Manchin's stepping down and away and then saying he's going to visit different cities. And, obviously that's a thinly veiled, I'm, going to scout around to see if I can be president kind of thing. But a lot of the people, not a lot of people, but these people on the news were saying that it looks like to them that he's a little afraid of having a spotlight on him. That maybe he thinks maybe he did something wrong, and maybe somebody like a Mr. Smith might be looking at him for something that he did wrong.
Oh,
Mhm.
that had not occurred to me.
Yes, it had not occurred to me either. But, Mr. Manchin is, kind of king of smokescreen, all the weird stuff that he's pulled.
Well,
So,
and he has been hinting about the presidency and stuff. And
Yeah,
I thought, I
And I
don't
think-
know.
Well, if he's out and about roaming around the country, it's real easy for him to sneak off to another country when no one's looking, or so he thinks. Preferably one with no extradition rights, and just saying.
I'm
So-
sure he's worried. And if they ever catch how much money he's gotten from lobbyists and from people, paying him for the X, Y, and Z, I think it'll be a real big situation.
Well, and I love our Senator, Mr. Menendez, but I have to wonder if Mr. Menendez and Mr. Manchin aren't kind of close.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Could be. So I want to know, does Mr. Manchin have a kind of hidden agenda there? Because the presidency thing, if he didn't want us to know, he wouldn't be putting all of those stupid red herrings out there for us to know. You know what I mean? He feels secret about it because he can be. He's kind of slimy. But I wonder if this is a smokescreen for some other kind of hidden agenda that he has. Like, does he have gold bars in his closet? Could happen. He does live a very high lifestyle.
Yes.
So is Joe Manchin affiliated with some dark money? Let's just put it like that.
It says yes.
Oh, so okay, so that's over. No, everybody read.
Is he associated with some what?
Dark money.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, you know what I get for him? The whale, that's always 45 people agendas. And at the end, in the middle of all of this is the world, blah, 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 blah. But the end is the graveyard. So it's the end of whatever he's doing, thinking, or about to, or has been trying to create. And it's not going to go forward, but he's been forwarding everyone else's agenda by not voting for the democratic values.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I got Wheel of Fortune and the Magician. So this guy is pulling a fast one, and he's been pulling fast ones for years, but now he's pulling maybe his biggest fast one. I got the Queen of Swords right in the middle, so it's not going to go well for him. He's right to be a little bit frightened. And I mean, it's all for the money. It's all for the money. And in the end, he's going to end up with not very much money.
Yeah.
He goes from the 10 of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles.
There you go.
So,
I started out with a devotee because he's been
uh-oh. Am I losing people? Come back to me.
freezing up.
Come
he's been
back
playing devotee like he's devoted to the democratic process. He's not.
Oh, please.
And they're getting ready to show him the door to lead his butt out because they're kicking him out of the club. They're done. They're like
kicking him out of the club.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. While Colleen swirls, everybody please like and subscribe to all the channels. Thank you.
Oh.
And my question is the thing that I ask is he associated with dark money? And I gotta know. I gotta know. But he's trying to get associated with it. He's not quite there. He's young, he's inexperienced, and all of the other things that are around him, they are it's going to take longer than what he wants. I have death with the King of Swords. Somebody will be taking him down, not literally, but figuratively, and removing it, because of all the shady things that are going on. I have the Empress with the 10 of Wands, which that's never a good thing, because the 10 of Wands, he's trying really, 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 really hard, but nobody's helping him. Nobody's letting him in.
That's what I thought. But it's because he doesn't have any. I mean, how much power does he really have anymore? So who's going to bet on him by giving him money to forward their agenda? If he's, his time is short and blah, blah, blah. So that makes sense, right?
Cleo, what do you have?
I got just what Gerald did about no on the dark money. I didn't get all this other stuff that you guys are talking about, because I don't know anything about it. But yes, I got the no on the dark money.
Yeah, but I find it fascinating. The idea of this is that it's not going to work out, definitely. And like Colleen said, he's going to lose a lot of money. Definitely going to be losing some money. So
unless he's like, which one was it? Menendez that had the gold bar stashed in his house. I mean, could we be any more obvious?
All right. Well, I have a couple of starred comments, and let's see.
Yeah, let's see them.
Oh, here you go. Is Elon working with the ETs?
No.
I don't think they would want to be involved with him, to be honest with you, Randy. But okay.
But if you're asking if he's a hybrid,
well, yeah, could definitely be a hybrid. Beth asked question: what are Nikki Haley's chances?
Not very great. I like it that she has come up in her poll numbers and stuff, but she's going against a group that I don't even know why she wants to do that. I don't even know why she's running with all the people that are running right now. I mean, it's just I don't know. She's struggling. She keeps kind of going up, and it gives her hope, but no, her chances are minimal.
Hang on. What did you say, Sherry? Cleo was talking.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes I talk without thinking. I said she's too busy trying to play middle of the road. That's why nobody knows if they can trust her or not, because when she shows her real colors, you can tell she's way over there on the right, but she's got more finesse than a lot of them do, and can kind of sound normal most of the time.
Cleo, is that Colleen?
I thought it was, but it wasn't.
Okay. So
actually, it was Safeway letting me know they got the COVID in. The COVID vaccine.
That's good.
I'm back. Oh my God. Silly internet. Thank you guys for keeping going. And I had something so good from the New York Times, and I'm probably lost it, but.
Well, we were just answering Beth's question. What are Nikki Haley's chances?
Oh, good. And what?
And of course, she's frozen again. So,
I was going to say, when if she has to go off and come back in, when she comes back in, all of us just freeze.
Yeah. Oh,
Me? To me?
yes.
Yeah, I thought, well, you know what happened when what the experience that I had was that it was all of you freezing. And I thought, well, if this happens again, I'm just going to start going, I'm melting.
Nikki's chances are not good at all.
No,
There
I
may be
don't.
some small victories along the way, but nothing of substance.
No.
Nothing of substance.
I think she'll be lucky if she gets to be a governor again.
Mhm.
I think she had her moment in the sun. That's not coming
Yeah.
back.
What state was she governor of?
One of the Carolinas, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the Carolinas. Yeah.
Okay.
So where was that? I had a
South Carolina.
South Carolina. There we go. Oh, the judge rejecting Trump's motion to strike the January 6th mentions from the federal election case. This is the which one is this? The federal judge, blah 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 blah. This is Tanya Chutkan. She rejected that and she said, no, all that stuff can come in. I'm still waiting for her to throw the book at him on that gag order, but you know, a lot of people are talking about all of his cases and they don't think that.
Okay, so when she comes back, just
I'm still here.
Okay, you're
you're freezing in and out.
No, I'm not. You guys are.
okay. We're freezing in and out.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. It might just be a 45-minute show tonight, guys. But if you can hear me, clap your hands. No, if you can, great, thank you. Thank you. And do we think that Tanya Chutkan is going to be able to get Trump, in trial when she wants to? She's the one that's trying to go March 4th, I think.
There's so many things lately that have been coming up about these trials, and that every time something comes up about that the courts have changed their stance on something, the Trump group looks around like, oh, good, we won another one. Well, no, if you read through that, they didn't win anything. It was just like a little adjustment that was being made that, like the one thing that they came up with, and I wish I understood it better so it'd make it look like I knew what the hell I was talking about. But
Okay, go ahead. Talk about it anyway.
Well, now that I've spewed all that out, I've lost my train of thought.
Well, Chutkan, I think, has a good chance of getting the case happening in March. I think she has the best chance, honestly. But let's see. Is she really going to get that? I could just do my damn pendulum for that. Not to, because I might freeze again. I better get my answer and get in here.
I gotta know.
I got the gold mine, followed by the plateau,
I got a yes.
I got a yes too.
followed by the swamp.
I got a yes now, but it started out a no, and it took a while to get to yes.
I got a really strong yes. Do we think that Mr. Potato Head is going to have like a heart thing, an aneurysm, a stroke, an infarction, a traumatic brain injury? Anything before?
You have to have a brain for that to be.
Oh, thank you, Sherry. I get so confused about those things, especially when it comes to Mr. Potato Head.
Yes.
So is he going to have a medical condition before he can go to trial?
I'm getting yes.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, so I want to go on to Midas Touch in the comments, and I want to ask, what happens if he kicks before anything goes to trial? What happens to the cases? I think that's why some of these cases are so hard to read on.
We're talking about Trump?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, he's not going
Potato
to.
Head. Who else is Mr.
He's not
Potato
going to kick. He's not going to kick. If anything, we go back to the readings that you made months ago about where he ends up in sort of a nut ward. You know, he
Mhm.
ends up in the hospital with something, but
Yeah.
it's not your traditional hospital. It's something that they made up to
How's
placate.
the president? Like, they'll put fake TVs on the wall and they'll
Yeah.
run old.
Where the crowds are cheering for him, and he's like, "I knew it. I knew it." Yeah.
And they'll be so happy.
Yeah, they're just going to be monitors hooked up to computers with loops of those videos. That's all.
No, football games. The crowds in football games.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. But you know, I hope that there's that one slightly mean ward that puts up a television screen showing a McDonald's across the street from the hospital that he can't get to.
We'll be back to you.
I'm just putting it out in the universe as like, geez, what if, you know?
You can't get that Big Mac or that quarter pounder. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or the fillet of fish.
That fillet of fish.
Oh God, he'd never have a fillet of fish. That's
He
too
never
healthy.
would. He never would. It's
healthy.
beef all the way for Trump.
Yeah, he's got to have some artery clogging something going between those buns. He can't.
He does. He has to.
So the reason we think Judge Chutkin might not be able to carry on with her trial is that he has some sort of medical event.
I actually don't think that there's not going to be a medical event for Trump.
Yeah.
Okay.
There may be for someone else.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who
That's
do
what
we?
I'm getting.
Oh.
There's it's someone who is older, who is being very dashing and is carrying a lot of weight on all of this stuff. So
Are you talking about Jack? No, that's Chutkin. No, never mind. It's
So-
a
Or
wrong-
you talking about somebody from the other side that's been indicted or something that
Were you talking about an attorney?
I'm talking about an attorney. It feels very much like an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for all of the attorneys who are doing the work, and you want them to be successful, keep them in your prayers,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of weight on them.
Oh, did you hear the thing with Alina Habba? She was in the judge's chambers speaking to him, and after she finished, she just left the courtroom. What do we think happened? Does anybody know what happened to her? Well, let's read
No.
on it. Come on, you psychic.
who is she?
She's she's the attorney that was let go from his team
Oh yeah.
and made to be the spokesperson for one of his stupid PAC things. And then she was brought back when all the second, third indictments came down because he
Is
needed
she
more
the one
attorneys.
that exposed the videos of all these people doing their
No. Alina Habba is the one who would always go outside and say, you know, he hasn't done anything wrong. He's completely innocent. And look at these guys. They don't even know how real estate works in New York. You know, as Michael Cohen calls her, she thinks she's the next Mrs. Trump.
Oh.
And she's working hard at getting there anyway. I pulled reverse Queen of Wands. A lot of insecurity there, a lot of jealousy, a lot of her wanting what she can't have, followed by Judgment. That's going to be rough on them. And ending with the King of Pentacles, which,
Yeah. She's giving information and putting a light on everything. The case is being constructed in part by what she's gifting them. She has a lot of guts doing it because Trump likes to threaten everybody, but the door is open for everyone to share. And she's hoping she's going to be resurrected and won't have such a hard time after all this if she does tell, and she is telling.
She's telling the other side?
Yeah. She's
That's
talking.
what I get too.
Whoa.
She's jumped ship.
Jumped with both
She's
feet.
jumped ship. She's cutting ties.
Cutting ties.
She's trying to do something new, trying to establish something new to maybe save herself
Mhm.
because she's
She
been
wants-
stabbed in the back far too many times. She has all of the emotional investment that she had is done. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but really ticked her off, and she just went off. She just was going there. I think one of the things is she's got to she wants to figure out a way where she can actually look good.
She wants to be resurrected.
Yeah, so the
In
star.
full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, butter my biscuits. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Wow. But my cards are exactly what you guys are saying.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. So, oh, what a smoke screen. Wow. Wow. So maybe
She's trying to preserve her future employment
Yes,
So-
is.
just
Yeah.
to be
Well,
able to
her
keep
law degree. She
lawyering.
doesn't want to lose her law degree. I mean,
I know.
she's the stuff that she's done. She's dancing very close to the edge there. So that is really, really interesting. So instead of being the next Mrs. Trump, she wants to be the next Mrs. Jack Smith.
Yeah,
Did I
ain't
say
gonna
that out
happen.
loud? I'm sorry.
That was your out loud voice, Colleen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm afraid Mr. Smith don't want nothing to do with her.
Oh, he's happily
He's
married.
got his own Mrs. Smith that he's quite content with.
Yeah.
No, but it could inform some of what he's working on. So if somebody comes and gives information, okay. I mean, he's smarter than to let that go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's very interesting because that's probably about the only way she could resurrect herself.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. And Judge Ngoran, is he gonna live to see this trial? That guy looks old, stirred. Every time I'm looking at him, I'm going, God, I hope you jog. I love him.
You're cutting in and out a little bit. What do you think of what the judge is going to do? Oh, God damn it. There it does it again.
Sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Do you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Judge Ngoran.
Spy in the camp. You got it, Rose.
Oh, and Green said she's thinking of her family. She's thinking,
Mhm.
yeah, that could very well be.
That could very well be true. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm still thinking about butter my biscuits.
Now I'm hungry and I want some biscuits.
Well, I still have my biscuit, but I haven't eaten it yet.
Oh, that makes me hungry.
Okay, that's my question.
We live to see the end of this trial.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Uh-oh.
Why did I even
I
ask?
did an uh-oh as well.
Yeah, why did I even ask this damn question? But that's what came in my head.
I'm giving it a chance to change its mind.
Yeah, right. You hope. You hoping.
Yeah, I don't like the way that came. I don't believe in the pendulum anyway.
Oh,
Oh.
you know what I want to start? You know, a new show. Can you hear me? Am I cutting in and out?
No,
We
you're
can
doing
hear
good
you.
now.
You good?
Okay. So one of the new shows that I want to do for 2024 is to do panels like this with a few people, and we could even have more people, and just to do visualizations of a better future. Just to do
Oh, that's good.
visualizations of like the trial coming to a healthy and beneficial solution for all of mankind. Ukraine succeeding and rebuilding, and in Israel and Gaza, having them come to a peaceful resolution. Just lots and lots and lots of very positive visualization, and get all sorts of light workers like we have in the chat now doing the visualizations with us, because that energy is so powerful.
It
I-
really
know,
is.
There
That's
were
a
quite a few
wonderful
groups of people that were doing that right after Ukraine first got attacked.
I was doing it.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them, because
Yeah.
I went on with several different groups where we were
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
envisioning protection and
I
this, that,
still
and the
do
other.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I do
Yeah,
too, but I'm not with groups. I'm doing it
I
on
do
my
it for the
own.
whole world, and encompass everything.
Well, there's a reason why we're going through all these weird political things, these wars, the pandemic. All of this is what we have to go through to get to the promised land. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense, but that is exactly we have. It's like we have to suffer to get to the level of peace that we would all be so grateful for.
Wandering for 40 years in the desert.
It's like all this,
Hopefully,
all
we're
this
way past
stuff.
40 years.
Yeah,
Pardon
all
me?
this. I'm sorry, Cleo.
No, sure. Or
I
Val,
was-
go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's a releasing all this old structure and energy, all this ideology that's no longer supported here. And even though you don't realize it, structures of change, structures of thought, structures of how things work have now shifted. So it's not supported anymore, and it will fall away. And all this stuff, this rhetoric is in answer to that. It has to come up and be let go. So you're going to see
it
it
has to
act
be
out.
purged.
Yeah, purge. Thank you. Purged.
Yeah. And COVID did so much to help shake up the paradigms for people, because not only, unfortunately, did we lose a lot of people, we also just had such a change to our daily life that had to affect right down to our synapses, how we communicate with one another, how we felt, how we ate, how we connected to the world, because we weren't connected to the world for quite a while. And that was really a big paradigm shift right there. And that helped a lot to get people really shifting their thoughts. I mean,
it so did.
Yeah, really did. So we all feel kind of like, about Engoron. And so I think everybody, put him in your thoughts and prayers tonight, because
Well, I
that
don't know.
man
I
is
don't know that he's not going to survive. I just know that there's
danger.
he might not see the end of the trial. I'm not saying he's going to die. I'm saying he might not see
Agreed.
the trial.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't get death either, but I sure got some warnings.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got a sucker punch. He got punched, but they call in the repairman. They're
Yeah.
going to fix whatever it is.
Yeah, and one thing
light
that
his fire, because like a thief, they're going to try to come and take it away from him, and he's not going to have any part of it.
Now, do any of you get the feeling that this could be the result of the Trump stirring up people and somebody doing something to Engoron, or do you think it's strictly a health kind of thing?
I think it's a health kind of thing.
And I agree with Cleo on that.
Okay, good. Because
although you could have somebody that manages to get to where his food or his drink is and
oh God,
slip him a little something that makes it appear like a health thing. I mean, you have to take that into consideration. I would hope and pray that he's well protected enough that couldn't slip through. But
yeah,
I don't see that happening.
Good. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. As I'm thinking of stuff,
right.
I'm throwing it out there. So.
No, good point.
Yeah,
anything's possible.
Yeah, he's so brave in standing up to Trump. I mean, because you know that behind closed doors, all of them, the prosecutors, maybe even some of Trump's attorneys and the judges, you know that they have had discussions about what do we do if we have to lock him up, even temporarily. What do we do? How do we keep him safe from the other population? How do we keep the other population safe from him? You know, it's a nightmare. It's not an easy answer.
No.
But Trump thinks that if they put him in jail again, that would just help him.
You know, but that's just such a small part of the equation. The bigger part of the equation is that the safety of democracy, the safety of and well-being of the actual people around him, the judges, the prosecutors, the guards, the police, the people at the courthouse. Their safety is so important, because if he does start yabbering and talking and stuff, he's going to get people stirred up, and they're going to do damage somehow. They're not going to stop until they do damage. But I think, you know, they could, I mean, what if it sets off a chain reaction of like riots across the country? You don't know.
Well, I know, no, they are concerned about that. A lot of people are concerned about that.
And the possibility of lone wolves just jumping on board and deciding I'm going to save the day, you know, is not the same as some organized group that you can kind of keep an eye on and know where they're going.
But if that guy happens to also have military background and be trained as a sniper, then he can do more damage than 500 people storming a building. So this is really, really, that's what I think they're talking about behind closed doors. I think it's scaring them to death.
Oh, I think so too. I think so too. But Trump is losing momentum. He does. You know, there is a lot of people that are just, they're hearing too much stuff and they're tired of it. They want to go to, you know, what's this going to help the American people? Not who can Trump put in jail if he gets to be president. Who in the hell cares about something like that? But, you know, they're just saying that if Trump made it into the presidency, it would be the end of democracy as we know it.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
But, you know, he's having a mental decline, and this is going to progress. So it's not going to get better.
When it progressed fast enough.
Well, I've seen this up close and personal a couple of times, and when they start to get to the point where just kind of normal people outside of their circles begin to notice it, that means it's progressed and is rapid enough that now it's like kind of on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Stuff going down. He is decompensating on a more and more on a daily basis. And that decompensation, that could lead to a health problem for him too. Because a lot of people, when they decompensate, they panic and they don't want to let go. But in the moment that they do let go, that's when their body just goes crazy.
Yeah.
Their body just reacts, and you don't know. You might have a heart attack, you might have a stroke, you might have just a panic attack, you might just, you know, fall down and weeping in tears. I mean, you don't know. You might be so weak that you can't walk. I mean, you don't know how you're going to react to that, but he's decompensating. That's what I'm
he does think that he's, you know, he has said that he's going up against Obama. So he made some big mistakes there. He was in the wrong era. And then, you know, and he continues to make little stupid remarks.
Am I all alone again? Oh my God, I'm melting.
Sorry, Colleen.
I love it. You know, I have to do this. She's going to be pissed, but I have to do this. I'm melting. Okay, I will put it back because she won't like that, but I will put it right there. How about I mean, it feels like we've beaten that one.
Yeah.
Well, what about this question? What is it about Trump's energy? Why does he create chaos?
It's called being a sociopath or a narcissist.
It's got to be more than that, but
you think?
Well, because he did come out and you know, back when he was president and stuff, and when he was campaigning to be president for the first time, he always would talk to the people like, I'm just like you, you know, and it was a bunch of bullshit. He's a con man. He did that because he knew that that would get a lot of people on his side. And a lot of people just blindly fell into it. I think they're like hypnotized at this point if they're still on that same path of wanting to be thinking that Trump got screwed on the presidential election and stuff like that. It's just so irritating that we've had to hear about him all the time through Biden's presidency.
And Beth said she's talking karmically.
Oh, karmically. Well, I mean, it was told to me through my guides that Trump is actually here to create this chaos during this time, just as we just talked about what's going on with the new structures and new ideology. I mean, the old is going away and it's being transformed, and all this old stuff has to come up and out, and Trump is a catalyst to create that kind of thing. And you notice it's going on all around the world, the autocracy and that kind of leadership is like surfacing so that it can
fascism was on the rise around the world.
So it's to get it up and let it go, because it cannot be supported. There's no foundation for that anymore. And so
you're 100%
nowhere to go anymore. So
right on, Val. That's it exactly.
Thank you, Cleo.
It's something we all have to go through. We all had to experience this.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Guidance, help is on the way.
Yeah.
I do think I agree with what you said, Val. There's this need of creating this chaos, because every card that I have is paired. There's an awful card, a very challenging card, energetic wise, matched with a card that is actually calm energy wise.
Because he has that unbelievably great Jupiter placement, which is so lucky and fortunate for his lifetime. And he learned to create chaos from his dad for smoke and mirrors. And so it all fed his life's plan, which is to come here and be this catalyst. And it's a great thing that it's a sacrifice on his part. He's coming in and he's going, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to come in and do this big service. We don't know what kind of, he might be a really high level soul. We don't know. And, because all we see is the icky personality showing up.
He also showed us how easy and how close we have come to have somebody as a dictator.
How easy.
And that would change everything. We don't want that. So yes,
maybe
you're right.
But you're right, Cleo. It allowed us to make a choice. Oh, hell no, we don't want that.
Right.
It allowed us to make a choice. Yeah.
I saw a clip this morning. I think it was on Midas Touch. Or it could be this other guy I've come across online that's really good and funny. I can't think of his name, but it was a clip where it was showing Rick Santorum, I think, on CNN or maybe Fox, but I think it was CNN. And part of he was being asked questions, and his response to one of the questions was, well, true democracy doesn't work. So, that's something that we have to get past and move on to the next thing. I was literally like,
that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's worked for 200 years.
Although
we've gone through our stuff, it is a work in progress. We strive for it.
Yes.
That's what we're doing. And it's an ideal, a principle that we try and work toward.
And that's why the founders wanted to create a living document that we are based on, so that it continues to grow and change as we grow and change.
It's like
cat. It's the stuff that makes you puke.
The stuff that makes you. If you get poison, you have to take that.
Well, and I want to put this up, because this Green posted this a while ago. They are all brave. That's why we have to continue to send love and light and raise our vibes. I think the
Absolutely.
important thing is while we can get, and here Gerald's going to get on a soapbox.
You're gonna get the soapbox out.
Yeah, I was going to get my soapbox out, but now, but I think it's a really important thing to remember what we focus our energy on is what we are going to see more of.
Yes.
That is one thing. However, not only do we have to focus our energy around it, we actually have to do something about it. We just can't wait. It's not sitting at home and, I'm going to write you a check of thoughts and prayers. No,
Yep.
I'm going to
And just
do
pull
something.
another one. Follow your path.
Vote. Write your congressman.
That's number
Vote.
one.
Here you go.
Whatever you can do.
Well, technically, we don't have a democracy. We have a republic. Democracy is an ideal.
Yes, it's an ideal that we are striving for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is an ideal.
So, but goodness.
Yeah. Which I am so thankful that we have this as our principal concept for the United States of America. So,
And since Val asked for it, there's my soapbox for my little speech.
I love your soapbox. Thank you.
Well, and you know what they say, my soapbox looks huge next to my tiny hands. It's huge next to my tiny hands.
You gotta use whatever you got to make it right.
My goodness.
But,
So,
We have to wonder about things and anticipate awesomeness.
yeah.
Get out of the negativity. I love this
Absolutely.
little deck I got.
yeah,
That is
Divine
good.
dog.
Sherry. Yeah, nice.
so hard. So, what was the answer to his health?
Oh, you know what? I got dust, and then I got the world, a candle, and then I got the world. So it's like, or I don't know what order that was. I think the candle was at the end, dust in the world, which meant like I don't want to say it. And then the world, meaning the end. And then they're lighting a candle for him like that kind of thing.
There also appeared to be a lot of other energy going on around about that.
Yeah.
Whether or not, and something that I thought of is, and I didn't say it at the time because there was so much activity. I'm also wondering if something will happen with the trial.
Oh,
Because as Colleen said, they're doing a lot of, they're having to be talking about what this is going to be like, what the impact is going to be. They're looking at the ripple effect.
well, when I asked my guides, I heard it will be his health. And I know that Cleo said the same thing. And I trust Cleo's ability. She got a yes.
Well, and that would be Cleo the seer, right? Who needs 70 more subscribers.
She's very accurate.
250.
Yeah, I didn't feel like he was necessarily going to die. However, I have a thing about that. I don't predict death. I just don't do that. But
that's good.
With him, I just felt like because of his age and stuff, and kind of the messages I was receiving from my spirit guides were that he might have some health issues going on. So, and that would mean that would mean another judge would take over. And we could only hope that other judge is thinking in the same lines as this guy, because he's doing a good job.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's my question for you. We're at 1 hour and 28 minutes.
By the way, I did text Colleen, and she said she's trying to get back on, and then she said keep tap dancing. So I don't know if we're supposed to hang out here forever or what.
Okay. Here, I still really like this. They're brave. That's why we have to continue to send love and light and raise our vibes.
Yeah.
And somebody also said, where is it? Democracy. Today's video is sponsored by the word, but democracy ain't a spectator sport. You have to participate.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
So I'm just
Absolutely.
quickly looking through the. All right. Sheila Edwards said earlier they did not include Ukraine and Israel in the documents that passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's just that's a problem.
It really is. It really is. And did anybody see this? Carrie World Traveler said President Biden's granddaughter Naomi had a carjacking, kidnapping on Sunday. Secret Service fired shot at 3 suspects. Was this random, or who was responsible?
They actually felt it was a random occurrence as I read the article.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it feels very random to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's
they didn't know who she was. They just were going to take her car. There's so many carjackings now. It's like a car a minute. It's like 200 cars a minute. I don't even know what the statistics are, but it was just a random car to them because they're nobody. The people that did it.
Sheila Edwards said Trump will be isolated.
That's what I was getting, Sheila.
Well, he'll be isolated, but with the cameras of the McDonald's across the street that he can't get to. He'll be visited by Ronald McDonald instead of the Easter Bunny and Santa. It'll be Ronald McDonald and Hamburglar.
Hamburglar.
I'm Tarotstache. I don't talk about politics often, so there you go. You got that. So, all right.
Okay.
All right. Randy Gardner asked a question earlier. I would like to know about what Congress is doing about disclosure. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's going to be soft disclosure. The government isn't going to do anything, and that they're just going to start showing up more and more, and people will go, "Oh, there they are." Oh, I guess they're here. It's like that. I really think so. I don't think the government is willing to. They capitulate a little bit, and then they walk it back. David Grush goes out there. He says, "Look, we got these programs. Things are real." And then they go, "Oh, you can't trust David Grush behind his back to powers that be." Well, David Grush is really telling the truth. And someone in the agency told David Grush to go ahead and tell the truth. And then they would walk it back later. That's what they do. 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And so they look like they're doing something, but it's all kind of a ploy. But this has been going on for many years because we have the...
Cleo, what do you have?
Well, nothing on this, but I did get a text from my sister, Colleen. She says, "I'm not getting any internet. Go ahead and sign off if you want to and give everyone my love. I'll be back before they know it." Colleen the Cool Girl.
There you go.
Okay.
I think, Val, I want to talk about what you said about this. Is this because there's a lot of waiting and trying to figure things out? And then you talked about, there's this 1 step forward, 2 steps back thing. It's very much a dance.
Yes.
Very, very much a dance on this disclosure. Some things are coming to light, but not everybody is seeing them.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting thing on how that works. So
I got the Knight of Cups, so we're looking at a romanticized view of it. They're going to try to sell it
They're trying to
more-
frame it. They don't want to get in trouble for all these years they've kept everything from us. They're afraid
Right.
to let it out in that way. They want to look. Oh, look at that! They want to. We didn't know about that. We don't back engineer crash equipment. No, we don't know anything. Oh,
Well, I think we should sign off. But everybody, before that happens, needs to go over and subscribe to Cleo the Seer,
yes.
Shari Voices from the Swamp, Dragonfly Crystals, and Next Level Channeling. Don't forget Tarotstache. And of course, Colleen, the cool crone, the hostess with the mostest, so much mostest, she doesn't even have to be here. She has someone like Tarotstache to take over for her and support her.
Well, I'm glad
Absolutely.
she did because she was, her internet is just screwed up today. She can't seem to stay on here. So
That was me the other day over here. So yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Gerald saved the day. Thank you.
well, you're welcome. And the best chatters are here. So this has been great. And of course, for entertainment purposes only.
Mhm.
And we've had quite a few laughs.
Yes,
So-
we have.
We will see everybody on the flip side. And let's see if I can end the stream with the PoliTarology thing. So here we go.